This is how we do it. Fresh, hair fresh.
Fresh as shit.
Yeah,
I'm ready now.
Yeah, you ready, baby?
I'm ready for prime time.
You ready?
I'm ready for.
Hey man, y'all gonna have to stop playing with my dog BG's name out here in these streets, man. Y'all gotta stop playing with my dog BG's name out here in these streets. Chopper City, yo, BG. Let me first say welcome home and happy to have you home. This is a little wild, I will admit. We're not gonna trip about that. But we just happy to have BG home. And y'all gotta give some people some time to get acclimated, man. It's not always about trying to figure out whether they are or whether they're not. You can't tell just from this. Now, I will say, because I want to address a couple different things on this video. I will say that when I was interviewing Fleece, he gave me the whole rundown of what's happening out here in these streets. Now, he told me off camera and he told me on camera. And I asked him, yo, is it anything that I can or can't ask you that actually breaks down how it is that these dudes is operating out here in these streets, right? Or in prison or whatever it is that you want to frame it as, right? And he said that he didn't even say the overwhelming majority. He said all these guys that say that they went to jail and they ain't do nothing or they ain't touched nothing or they ain't never got touched or they ain't never touched nobody is cap. It's all cap. And I've seen people come on these platforms or come on YouTube and they be like, Anton, why you give him a platform? Whatever, so on and so forth. Because y'all need to make sure that y'all stay out of jail because I want y'all to understand the dangers and that this culture, this thing that we embracing is not where it's at, fam. This ain't it, bro. Like, whether he is or not, that's not really what my concern is. I want to put the message out there that, yo, overwhelming majority of us are not built for this. We're not built for jail, all right? So y'all got to give BG some time to get acclimated. If he ain't saying it, then I'm not going with it. I don't think that you can take a 20-second clip of a 1 minute and 1.5 minute video and then come to a conclusion of whether or not the dude got touched or whether or not he a little zesty. Yo, he might be high. He used to be a former heroin addict. The dude just getting his legs up under him. He did like 11 years in jail. That's not what the concern should be. The concern should be this right here, right? This whole sequence right here. This is what's bothersome for me. I think that everybody on a regular basis is always paying attention to the wrong thing. They paying attention to whether or not they think he's zesty. This piece of land. Whether or not they think he's zesty. All of that type of stuff, because that's the stuff that reach the headlines. The things that y'all always are not concerned about is the stuff that's the most meaningful. And it's somebody giving you a chain. You know what I'm saying? Who is it that's there that's seeing you when you get out? Do you have any real people in your corner? Before BG went to jail, I've seen several videos of him talking about, and you got to remember, BG came out during a time where that was like, me, high school, everybody was talking about Cash Money versus No Limit, Bling Bling era. Me and Lil Wayne is literally the same age. So that was the time in which, I was growing up and I seen things and, the late 90s, early 2000s and all of that. And I remember BG talking about how, when he stopped getting high and he started getting sober, that's when he started seeing how the things was running from a business perspective. And if he's getting out of jail and somebody is already declaring him a part of their roster and they setting up stuff in order to be able to get the hot boys rolling and stuff like that again and all of that. Listen, I understand the business and the marketing, and I'm never gonna hold baby accountable for getting to the bag and doing business. But what BG should be more concerned with, and what people should be more concerned with, that's in his corner, is that he's doing his deals the right way going forward, because he got a huge bag waiting on him and huge opportunities waiting on him. And if he don't want to find himself in the same situation that he was in previously, then he got to make sure that he do good business. You can't be concerned about the bling bling. You can't be concerned that somebody bought you some Fendi glasses, that they got you a chain, a charm, no limit, cash money, whatever it is that y'all want to do. You got to be more concerned with taking care of your business. And so I think that us as a community, as usual, we always focused on the wrong thing. We never focus on the thing that means the most, the stuff that we learned from before. And that's why you continue to see these artists in the same type of problems and the same type of deals going forward. If BG is really that dude, and I think that BG has a legacy, coming for him, similar to the same way, maybe not as much, similar to the same way as like a Gucci Mane or whatever when he first got out of jail, similar to a Boosie. BG is going to be able to get the bag in so many different ways. He's going to be able to get the bag when it comes to his music. He's going to be able to get the bag when it comes to his shows, walkthroughs, interviews. There's so many different ways to monetize, and he has a lot to learn, and so he needs the right people in his corner. And I'm not really sure the right people is in his corner, considering what the history is. And again, I can never hold Baby accountable for doing what Baby do, because Baby is not doing anything illegal. It's up to you as an artist. And my mind just works different. The first thing that I thought of when I seen BG get out of jail was not whether or not he was zesty or not. That don't really mean anything to me. Whatever it is that he do in his bedroom, that don't mean anything to me. I may not support it. Right? I'm not going to be quick to judge what it is that he do. But at the same time, the thing that's more meaningful to me is whether or not BG is going to live a healthy life after he's served his time, paid his dues to society for whatever it is that he got locked up for. And now that he's a free man, making sure that his business is right and his business is correct. It ain't about, whether or not you getting your hair done. It's about understanding the new. Did you learn from the things that you went through before? Do you understand this new landscape? Because it's much different than it is from 11 years ago. And are you going to still find yourself in a space where somebody can offer you $1 million, or they can offer you a chain and a charm, and then, some jewelry, some women, all of this right here, this stuff right here, this ain't impressive. Somebody walking up with a camera and doing all of this in front of your face and all of that, that's not impressive to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that's going to get you finessed if somebody can get to you immediately. And again, I understand you got a relationship. Who knows what it is that they got in store? Baby might be doing great business with BG. Baby don't do great business no matter what. BG may be doing great business with Baby. At the same time, don't let the trinkets and the stuff fool you. It's not about that. You got to be smarter and start looking at things from a business perspective. And I think that a lot of these guys need to start having people in their corner that's going to actually make the best decision for them, not somebody that they did business with that's then going to give them their lawyer in order to ensure that they can get the bag from them. You can have a partnership. Everybody can benefit as a result of it, but you cannot be finessed. And I think that we as a community is continuing to be focused on the wrong things. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that the zestiness matter as much as the business? Do you think that he's zesty at all? Do you think that it even matters as far as what it is that we should be talking about as a community? And more importantly, do you also think that he's going to do good business going forward, even though he's had 11 years to really think about and put things in perspective? Is he going to get finessed, or is he going to continue to be in his right mind, be sober, and make the right decisions going forward, considering everything that we know and everything that you guys have as far as the information to make smarter decisions going forward? I'd love to get your take. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, get that Teach Hanley 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Thank you, Teach Hanley, for continuing to sponsor the streams. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm curious as to what you guys think. I'm out.